Hello, this is Dean Phoenix back with my Final Fantasy X playthrough that we've been doing, and this is an expert grid overpowered playthrough. So what I'm going to be doing is I was debating doing the backtracking for a couple of the Jet spheres offline, but it doesn't really take very long because this path over the top of Macalania Woods is now open, so I can just skip the encounters in Macalania, get the Jet sphere, and then go back to the Thunder Plains for a Jet sphere as well. And I just wanted to show that you can very quickly do this just so you have Banishing Blade. So we're making a very good time on this playthrough, even though I've not been speedrunning it per se, especially not at the beginning. I did a bit of grinding at the start to get haste before the SS Licky, and then did about an hour or so on the SS Licky, and I'd also done the thing at the very start of the game in the prologue, where I've just missed that Jet sphere. Let's go and get that. I've done that thing at the prologue where in the very first little fight against the infinite sin scales, you can get Loner and Slayer overdrive modes with Tidus and Waka, which is extremely useful. So yeah, just gonna take a look at these Jet spheres. You get the first one after you've done Spherimorph. Unlocking and doing that one gets you the Shooting Star, which can eject an enemy from battle. I don't make a lot of use of that one, to be perfectly honest. But you only need 3 of the 10 Jet spheres to be able to get Banishing Blade. You need all 10 to get Tornado, which is Auron's last overdrive, and is extremely powerful. But to be able to do that on this version, you have to be able to backtrack the whole way back to Besaid, which takes a long time. And it's not really worth it for the Tornado, because although it is 2 very powerful hits, it is also like a rank 8 action, so it's like one of the ones that puts an enormous dent in your CTB, and means basically that Auron won't get his next turn for a really long time. So there are usually better options than Tornado. So that being the case, we're just going to carry on here and watch this Jet sphere. Then we go back to the Thunder Plains, and that's the nearest one. So again, you could backtrack the entire way. It's only worth doing if you missed the Destruction Sphere in the Besaid Temple, and the reason that you need to do it if you did miss the Besaid Temple Destruction Sphere is because you won't be able to get Anima once you get the airship. Because the thing that happens is, once you get the airship and you've done, I think it's the high bridge scene that triggers it. But basically, what happens is that once the Dark Aeons are in place, you basically can't get back into Besaid when you've got the airship, and so that sort of stops you because Dark Valfor is there, and so you don't have Anima because you don't have the Destruction Sphere. If you miss any of the Destruction Spheres and you can't get back to them, like the Besaid one or the Macalania one, which are guarded by Dark Valfor and Dark Shiva respectively, then you are in a bit of a pickle for the end of the game, because you can't get the Destruction Spheres, so you can't get Anima. Anima is extremely useful for beating some of the early story creations, and also you need Anima to be able to get the Major Sisters. You need to beat all of Belgamine's Aeons and get the Major Sisters to be able to get Yuna's ultimate weapon, so it just messes up the order of the easiest way of doing things in the end game. So you basically need to be making sure that you get the Besaid Destruction Sphere. That's the long and short of it. So if you get to this bit before you do the Macalania travel agency things, if you get to this part of the game and you still haven't got the Besaid Destruction Sphere or the Macalania one, then you need to backtrack and get them. But because I'm not that bothered about getting Tornado, I already got the Destruction Sphere, I already got Energy Blast as well with Valfor right at the start, which you should do in Besaid right at the start really. And as long as you've done that, it's not an issue. Now, I'm not going to be rotating everybody in for these particular battles. I'm just going to be sticking with this sort of setup. So we've got Watera, Who do I want to get the kill? I'll just get Waka to get the kill on these other ones.
It's over.
And the reason for that is you're not getting you're getting okay XP, but not like an actual ton like you do for some enemies. So I'm just doing this for the sphere and to kill any quacktoirs that I come across. So right, so let's we'll Dark Buster this thing though. That way it can't get an attack in. Might as well, I've just said that I'm not going to get all of the attacks and stuff in and then have done anyway, but yeah, whatever. Force a habit, it's not difficult. And these things do give decent XP when overkilled. Ha! So Orin overkilled it even when he had did half damage because he has a lightning weapon. That's ridiculous. I don't know what the overkill for those things are actually. Want some quacktars. Oh. I can actually slow this thing now because I do have slow. And this is why it's going to be so good when we get Sloga in, because you can just like really easily beat everything. Which is great fun. Get Yuna return. Tidus back in.
My turn now.
And then Orin.
This ends now. Enough.
So yeah, that's how you can use slow and sloga at the start of a round, which is really good. Just gonna... Ooh! Shocked by lightning. No, we won't. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this with Tidus. This is what I wanted. Sloga! Like I say, really underrated ability. Absolutely love Sloga. Might take a quick detour into Orange Grid because I can get armor break and some extra strength. So we've got another one of these. Light curtain. So funny seeing Orin overkill those with doing half damage. I'm not even bothering changing his weapon, there's no point. I'll tell you what I should do, actually. I should do, because if he comes up against other enemies, then we'll need it. I want some of the cactuars. There we go. Right, so we've got a preemptive strike here, which is fantastic. Means that Tidus should be able to slow these things down. Right, so they're all slowed. So we can get everybody a turn here, which is great. Steal some chocobo feathers as well. And then kill all of these with the Slayer Overdrive. And that's why it's really worth doing those, killing those things, because they'll all get a big chunk of AP now. As well as, there you go, Spiritual Arm Guard and Sonar. So you got the chance to get some pretty good gear there as well. Spiritual Arm Guard would be for Waka. That's MP Stroll, so we'll have that. That lets him use his skills pretty much infinitely, which is wicked. What else did I get? What was that last thing that I got there? Ah, sonar, yeah. So we got a Seeker armor. And it's just the same, that sonar, so I can just leave Riku as the one she's with, because that new one that I got didn't have a separate slot, unfortunately. But still pretty cool. Alright. Quickly whiz through these fights just to get overkills with pretty much everybody. Tidus gets Victor, that's useful. I need to use extractability, I keep forgetting to do that. I'll do that this time. Whoa. Putting it straight down. One hit. Alright, get a few ability spheres there as well, might as well. So yeah, because Tidus has Slugger first strike, that'll be what I use pretty much all the time from now on, and he'll also be able to do everything pretty easily. Won't need it in this one because I'll just be able to kill everything outright. Easy life. And now Orin has his overdrive back in case we come against any Quacktires. We can use those. Ability spheres as well. So yeah, it's just going to be overkilling everything as we run through here. Get that little bit of EXP, which is always useful. I'll need to go through all of my gear and make sure that I sell all the excess stuff as well. I'll be able to get a little bit of extra. A few hits in here and there. Ow. Okay, so again, just not a lot to add for most of these, to be honest. same as we ever do. Just going through things. Same as normal, and there's the Jex Sphere. So we're just going to watch this. This will give us Banishing Blade, and so that's quick little maybe 10 or 15 minute track back if that.
Hey, hold it steady.
And that'll be useful in case we ever need to inflict full break on anything that is susceptible to it. So the way that Banishing Blade works is if you hit the button combination correctly, which is not difficult, it inflicts whatever breaks an enemy is susceptible to. So, for example, Juggernaut, which I believe has a 95% resistance to armor break. So most of the time you're not going to be able to inflict armor break on it, and it'll take you quite a few hits. But if you use Riku's Frag Grenade Mix or Auron's Banishing Blade, then because the enemy is not fully immune to the effects of the break, those overdrives will inflict it 100% of the time because they're guaranteed unless the enemy is immune, which is pretty amazing. So that's why we wanted to get that. So just going to use up this. We'll use a level 1 key sphere here. Now this is a +4 strength, I think, and this is armor break. So I might take a little detour with Tidus, and then come back. There's also a strength +4 there, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 S levels because you've got to get back as well. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 S levels. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So it's going to take you a few S levels either way. I'll store up some of Tidus's for now, and then I can decide later because there's nothing major that he's going to get. Nothing crucial anyway. So what else have we got? Now Riku can move forward. I'll do all this stuff because hers is pretty straightforward. I know exactly where I'm going with Yuna. It's another 4 magic for her, which is a huge boost again. And Kimahri is just sort of carrying on down this white mage sort of path. And Waka's is again pretty straightforward. A little bit of boost to his defensive stats and Silence Buster, which is useful as well. And Lulu, sorry Lou, we're just ignoring you. Never mind, eh? Orange's probably going to miss these things, but if not, then makes the battle go a little quicker. Can actually use these marbles that I'm customizing to what's the word? Can actually use these marbles to customize stuff like Lightning Proof or Lightning Ward, or whichever one it is that those customize, if you are struggling in the Thunder Plains, but I'm not doing particularly here, so it's not a problem. Not fought any Quacktars, which is a bit of a shame. If you're actually trying to fight them on purpose, then it's better to fight in the top area of the Thunder Plains. High Potion, didn't really need that, but never mind. Alright, now we can make our way back. Oh, it's not going to have been a particularly long trip. Venturing into the Thunder Plains won't take too long at all. Just keep putting Tidus back because it doesn't take very long to do and you're used to it, obviously. And it just means you can get a lot more turns. And it does save you time in the long run.
Alright, let's get him.
I'm counting on you. Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's that thing done. Alright.
My turn now.
Do 3,700. Good grief, Yuna. That's with her extra 4 magic that she just got. So as you can see, it's taken a couple of thousand for each level now. A couple of thousand AP for each level. So it goes ever so slightly slower. See, these things aren't supposed to be immune to slow, but that isn't slowing them at all, which is kind of a problem. Anyway, we'll just steal from one of these. Jesus has already had a turn, so might as well just do it with Walker instead. And that should overkill. I don't think they're immune to lightning or anything. Right, good. They get a ton of damage with those, and that's why you want to make sure that all the characters who can hit the whole party have all their overdrives, because it's really good for stuff like that. Spiritual armlet for Kimahri there. Kind of useful. He doesn't really need it at the minute, like, but... Would have preferred to be getting some initiative weapons, but what can you do? At least Riku's got one, which is good. Could spend a little bit of time fighting here to try and find more cactuars if we wanted, but it's not really worth it. So we'll hit these things. Can't be bothered switching in Kim.
So be it. Enough.
So I can just keep Tidus in and not have to mess about with it. Some ability spheres with extractability. Might as well get those because I've got so many of the normal spheres that, you know, it's not worth doing otherwise. Ah, they're immune to slow. Interesting.
Farewell.
Yeah, so like I say, if I wanted to, I could just grind this area pretty easily and try and find some more of those things. The cactuars, but it's not really worth it.
My turn
Tidus
now.
in. And again, just for the sake of not having to mess about in the menu afterwards, I'll just
Farewell.
oh well. Having said that, because Waka had a lightning strike weapon and couldn't hurt it, we'll just do that instead. More ability spheres. I wish there was a thing to just, like, you know, reset your party to a default order. Just in case, but it doesn't really matter. Go on then, Lou, you can have a turn as well whilst it's a high XP battle. Kimahri will probably kill this thing in one hit, so just try and steal instead.
I foresee no difficulty.
Nah, neither do I. Okay, another easy victory. That's one of the ones that gets you a decent amount of the XP because it's the 3 enemies and the Iron Giant all together. Come on, Quack Towers. Alright. Why can't these things be slowed? Try again. They're supposed to be able to be slowed. They're just not being. Very odd. See if I can actually get an extra turn in with a weapon change. Nope. Alright. Is that an initiative weapon for Kimahri, I wonder? Yes, it is. Piercing and initiative. Not bad. Uses 10% strength and sensor, so I'll not use that just yet. Because he's not often in the party at the start of a bout anyway. Oh, there's a chest I've missed as well. Can grab that. Nice. See if we can get another turn in, which I can. So right, so if I do this, then I can get Yuna another turn. Just want to try and manipulate the turns so that everybody can get in that has a chance to. Okay. You do get some really good equipment from those things. And like I say, you can sell some of it as well. So Seeker, HP Stroll, and Lulu has initiative now as well, so that's useful. I'll just give her that just in case. The remedy there, good stuff. I love doing first strike Slugger. It's just such an underrated tech.
It's over.
Okay, so let's get in those kills to build the overdrives up again. Let's get one more fight. Oh well, maybe not. Alright, so 30-minute detour there. Got his Banishing Blade, couple of S levels, couple of skills and things like that. Always useful. Let's just sort out our grid. So Tidus, we're just going to save things for a little while. That is Demi, which is actually quite useful, so probably should get Demi. Not bothered about these things here, but extra strength +3, that'll be useful. So yeah, Yuna can make her way this way now before we go and get the Argas. She's more than powerful enough. Now what do we have here? Is that Dispel? Yeah, Dispel's kind of useful, but Kimahri will get there. So let's see how far along Kimahri is first, because I'm not using him quite as much. I don't want Riku to detour anywhere, so I'm not going to bother with that. And Tidus just saves those. So we'll carry on with Riku's grid. Not far off getting Mug, which is extremely useful. She gets even more agility there, which is great. And so does Waka with the increase in accuracy as well. Good stuff. And Oren. So even Oren gets a little bit of extra agility, so that's good. Just makes everything easier. This is where you get the Celestial Mirror. You power up the Cloudy Mirror after you've done the airship and a little, very short mini quest, side quest thing. Alright, so that's all Macalania and the Thunder Plains and everything else done. Can steal some useful things from those. Okay.
Hi there. Would you look at...
Get really good AP from those as well.
Oh, you want me
Hmm.
to... There. Maybe I'd make a better chocobo. Hey, what job do you... Yeah.
I always say breeder. I don't know. There is a reason for doing it. I can't remember. But anyway.
Curse that ring.
What's...
He'll be rich by tomorrow. Great.
What you got? So again, there's your Sonic Steel. And it's really expensive, but doesn't really matter. Don't really need any of that stuff.
Welcome.
And he doesn't really have any items of note either. So this is like a point of no return, so you don't want to go and do the boss battles and things after this just yet. I've already got that.
Yuna's.
Don't forget to.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Anything interesting here from those? So, Baroque sword, HP, blah blah blah. Nope. Pretty boring. Yeah,
Anything?
yeah.
Make sure you're.
Anyway, just gonna carry on.
Lady
That was
Yuna,
boring.
we were surprised you just... Please, Lord Seymour...
It's quite up. I have one.
Mil-
I want to.
All
do
right.
you think that
but, Lord Seymour...
Alright, so we're just going to skip through all this stuff. Now you've got the boss battle where you have Negator and all that stuff.
Well, we must... I'll
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to ask you. I'll send...
Mm-hmm.
I
We're all with you.
thank you.
Sorry. That was your...
Yuna!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that dialogue didn't make much sense again. Uh-oh. Oh no. Mm-hmm.
Stand back.
Yeah, yeah.
Lady Yuna...
It's like the worst protective circle I've ever seen. Anyway. Need us. Is that need us? Looks like need us. Shut up, brother. Best early Blitzball player though you may well be. Brother's such a ridiculous Blitzball player, it's amazing. Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Translation?
He's gonna use an anti-magic field.
Oh no. It's cool being able to see all of the Albed language and subtitles the whole way through. I love stuff like that. It's a really cool little addition. Can't remember if this thing can actually be slowed or not. I don't think it can. So I'll haste Tidus first. Oh no, I want... Don't think it can be delayed either. Oh, maybe it can. Right, so we take this thing out, which is easy. And the great thing about this is you can now cast haste. Right, so I'm going to cast haste on Tidus first, so that he can cast haste on everybody else. Forget how much HP this thing has. I know it's weak to thunder, so... Rude? Right, so Orin's already hasted. make sure everybody else gets it turned. Can't remember what Mana Beam actually does. I think it's just a ton of damage. So, right, then we want Kimahri to have a turn. Immune to darkness. I honestly can't remember what Mana Beam does, so it best not kill me or I'll be well annoyed. How much HP has this thing got? I'll just let the Guardian Force take it. I might be able to kill it with Thor's Hammer, to be perfectly honest. In fact, with it being to lightning, I would expect that this kills it. We'll see. You can actually get a really rare alchemy drop, alchemy on a weapon from one of these things. Yeah, there you go. Easy overkill. Sweet. So I don't even have to deal with Mana Beam in the end. I believe everybody except for Lulu got a turn there as well, so that's good. Whoops, missed out on 6,000 whatever from her, but never mind. Get a yellow shield that we've already got. Total waste of time. Never mind. Alright. Rico.
Aistra guardian of Yuna, Wika? Yuna kva, Fafem Kintran, Krak kva.
Wicked.
I told him I was a. Well, I guess.
How come you speak Al bed? Why?
Duh.
Because I'm Al Bed, and that was my brother.
You knew?
Duh.
Why didn't you tell me?
We knew you'd be upset.
Because you're a
This
jackass.
is great. I can't believe I've been traveling with an Al bed.
You're wrong. We have nothing against Yevon.
But you Al bed used the forbidden machina. You know what that means? Sin was born because
You got proof? Show me proof.
it's in Yevon's teaching.
That's not good enough. Yevon says this. Yevon said. Can't you think for yourself?
She's got a point.
Well, then you tell me. Where did sin come from? You badmouth Yevon.
It's a very interesting take on, you know,
Do whatever. Nothing will
religion.
ever change that way.
Nothing else.
Ah, I love this whole thing.
There might be a way to.
Sin will be gone.
There might.
When?
No, no,
If we
no.
keep faith in
Why do I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Riku. Will this
Exactly.
move?
Yes.
we're not using. Wait.
Come on.
Fun.
I mean, getting angry. You guys got along fine till now, didn't you?
That's different.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, I don't claim to know, and I probably know even less about the Al Bed, but I know Riku's a good person. She's just
Lou.
Just think of this as an opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
Let him go. Give him time to.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
You've done.
All right.
You sure you know how to drive?
Yeah. Kimahri and his little speeder.
Better
That's
than
cool.
Kimahri?
Now, depending on whose affection you've got, I've actually been deliberately having Lulu give the affection. So like speaking to her first all the time. I didn't know if I'd done it enough, so I didn't mention it until now. But yeah, I just felt like having Lulu be the affectionate one.
Hey, not at all.
Thank you.
Say, what do you think of Riku?
Me? She's fun to be with.
That all?
Well, I can tell she's not a bad person.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? She's just another Al Bed to Waka. Waka's head is as hard as a rock. I bet it's because of Yevon, or you know, something like that.
Well, there's more to
A
it
very
than
deep
that.
character, is he really?
Waka doesn't like the Albed because of his brother Chapu.
Oh, he used a Machina weapon, right? And got killed by Sin.
They just literally skated off the edge of the thing. Yeah.
Damn you, Jack.
What?
No, nothing. Hey,
Uh-huh.
can someone, like a human, become Sin ever?
I can't say that I know. But why?
Just a thought.
Pretty
Sin is the
specific
punishment
thought.
for, and the incarnation of crimes we have committed.
Mm-hmm.
So no one really knows what it is.
There's
Nope.
no need to know, so no one asks. You run or you fight.
Red eyes, purple lips, and a rat-tastic figure. Lulu's an odd character.
There's no sense brooding over it.
What, that's all? I mean, you don't
But
even
it's kind of
wonder-
cool to have this scene, you know? And if her affection's the highest as well,
From a world where there is no sin, per se.
then she'll be the one throwing you the Blitzball in Blitz Ace as well, I believe, which is kind of cool. So just have something a little bit different. And so she can actually do something in the game, since I've not actually been using her at all, you know? Right, so... yeah. Can fight outside here for a little bit, so... I need to best figure out how we're going to do this. So, could either go here, and that would be 5 S levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get armor break. Then it'd be 1 to come back to here, and then 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be the same either way if I want to get armor break. So I'll save up until I've got 8 S levels, because when I've got 8, I could actually be at that next strength plus 4 node myself. Obviously I'll get to that anyway with Tidus, so, and I don't really need Histaga or anything like that just yet. So the only thing that we're really going for now is just the rest of the strength on his grid and moving towards quick hit. There's a slight detour on the expert grid for delay buster as well. Now Lena is a really good character, but she's so damn expensive. I'm not going to sign her because to get status reels I'll be doing reset data anyway, so you'd still lose her, unfortunately. And she doesn't stay there after you've done the temple, and so Dark Shiva actually stops you from getting her after you've got the airship, which sucks because she's got terrible endurance and she's amazing for everything else. Like she starts at level 7, she has insane shot, she has good tackling, good block. She has everything apart from endurance. She's like really good.
The likes of her are not
Anyway.
welcome in this hallowed place.
Get
She is a
stuffed. Yeah.
An Albed? A guardian? Preposterous.
Yeah, well, Lulu just makes everybody that she... Not Yuna just makes everybody that she meets a guardian, so you know.
And that's all one needs to be a guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. I will hold.
Oh no. Sure I'll live.
Mr. Sim, I couldn't be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Now victims of sin.
Yeah.
You're not.
Get screwed.
Say, do you know where?
I believe she's gone to the.
Anyway. Oh, I could have sworn there was another chest around here. Yeah, there is. Gil? Oh. That one's X potions. This one's Gil then, maybe? Sure, one of them has a ton of Gil in. Yeah. 107k. Because you don't spend anything and you overkill everything, you get like a ton of
Sphere
stuff.
and Lady Yuna's
So.
belongings.
Oh my goodness.
Why
Grab
would
all
they-
this stuff first. Why would she indeed? Anyway. Get any things? Don't give a Don't give us stuff. Let's get everything. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you get something from here. Don't quite know why you'd be eating ethers at a banquet, but you know. Anyway. So now we gotta watch the sphere, find out that, you know, bad news, not like it makes a difference. We sort of knew that already.
What? I swear. Listen to me very... His mind is but I can feel he is using Yeva. If he is not stopped, I will. But I do not because I could not protect him. I will, but I implore you.
Probably should have told somebody that directly before he died.
Without us.
Where you going?
You saw it, didn't you?
Uh-oh.
But he's a man.
Ah,
Come on, Waka.
This can't.
This can't be happening. Yeah, right. Alright, so collect all the items there and on we go.
Ron, the Vel.
I'm sure they will.
Kimahri's up ahead.
right.
We will protect. Even a me.
If he is true,
You tell him, Blue. Not that you're going to be any blimmin' use at all, but you know. Do you have to do the cloister on the way out then? I guess you do.
Seymour!
Seymour!
Please be silent. Lady Yuna
You know,
prays to
jackass.
his faith.
Make me!
Hmm.
Yuna!
But why?
We saw Jiskel's sphere.
Ruh-roh.
You killed him.
What of it?
Right, so you got to beat Anima
Lady Yuna.
and all that stuff.
Certainly you knew of these things, did you not?
Hmm.
Well then, why have you come here?
I came... I came to stop you.
I see.
Ruh-roh. I
You
see.
came to
Well,
punish me then.
why are you into that stuff, you weird kinky son of a gun? Hey. Anyway.
What a pity. Ah, of course.
Hmm.
Protect the summoner even at the cost of one's life. The code of the Guardian. How admirable.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's a good job
if
his
you're
anima
offering your
sucks.
lives, I will have to take them.
Maester
Because,
Seymour,
otherwise...
I trust my guardians with my life, but they are also my friends. I will not stand by and watch them be hurt. I will fight you too.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Anyway.
Maester Seymour! So,
Now, I don't have Dispel yet, because Kimahri's not there. So this fight can be a little bit of a pain. And I also don't think I have any... what's the word? Seriously, what is the word? Petrify grenades, which is a bit of a problem. Whoops, wrong one. I thought it went to Seymour by default. Why would it even let you do that anyway? Never. Do we have any petrify grenades? I don't think we do. Nope. That's irritating. Oh well. Well, Walker has his overdrive at least.
Maester!
Get everybody hasted, so they all get turns and stuff like that. Now the problem is that when you kill the guards, they cast things on Seymour and don't have Dispel, so it's a bit of a problem. Anyway, let's get everybody turns like we said. Alright, yeah, they defend him. Right, so I'll just raise Tidus's attack and then I'll take them out with an overdrive.
Oh, Seymour!
Yeah, get over yourself. Right, so everybody hasted there. Don't think slow works on them, from what I remember. See if Waka can take all of these out. Hopefully he can, as long as I don't mess up attack rails. Let's have a see. Should do a good chunk of damage, I think. Yeah, you could say that. Right, take out both of those, do a chunk of damage to Seymour at the same time. Yeah. That was cool because they didn't cast... Normally they cast something as a dying spell on Seymour. I'm sure they did. Which is why you try and kill him with a petrify grenade, but they just sort of didn't there. So, strange. Alright.
Yuna!
Can't delay an Aeon. Can smash him about a bit though. Alright, so that's Anima down. Overkilled him easy enough. Now make sure that Lulu, Yuna's already had a turn. Make sure Riku's had a turn. I think she has had a turn, but just in case. Steal from him. Turbo Ether, fair enough. 6,000 health. Oh, Lu's not had a turn, damn it. Might as well, because it is such huge HP. It's a bit of a waste not to. Oof! Damn! Now that is a hit. Right, everybody's had a turn now at least. Life on Riku. Time to die. So yeah, just making sure that everybody got turns and stuff like that. Could have just taken them out in one hit there, but you know. Ugh, get wrecked. Smashed. Sit down. So just hit the hour mark for the episode, smashing Seymour about. Now you have to do the cloister trials on the way out. Again, this one you must get the destruction sphere. Must get the destruction sphere.
You would pity me now?
Because after you get the airship, Dark Shiva guards this temple, and she is the strongest of the basic Dark Aeons. So the basic ones, in my opinion, are Valfor, Ifrit, Ixion, Shiva. They're pretty easy. But Shiva's very, very fast, and she has some abilities that cause death and stuff like that. So Heavenly Strike causes death. So like, she's still pretty powerful, though. You can take her out quickly because she has less health than the other ones. But then stuff like Dark Bahamut, he has like 4 or 5 million HP. I think 4 maybe, 4 million HP, and he's very powerful. And he's got really powerful counter attacks and everything. He's got impulse as a counter and stuff like that. So yeah, it's difficult.
Stay away from him, traitors.
Right, just kick the crap out of Seymour and Anima, and yet the 2 guards and Trammell, we can't just defeat them to send him. Are you serious? Anyway.
Traitors.
Anyway.
We're finished.
Now hold on just a minute.
So that's us.
Seymour's the bad
That's
guy,
us done.
right? We'll just explain to everyone what happened.
Yeah.
It won't be that easy. Let's get out of here.
Let's. Ooh, 7,000. Just gotta send a thing there. Just gotta send a message. Hold on. Right. Black magic sphere is beautiful. And we get Shiva as well. So we're just going to save there. Those black magic spheres are very useful later on. That's why you'll get a second one there. You definitely want to... let me have a look. Definitely want to get the overkills there. So that's the faith. Is there anything to collect in here? I don't think there is that I remember. Good, good. And this is the bit where you now have to do the faith. Which is good because we want the destruction sphere anyway, obviously. So I've got to try and remember exactly how you do this one. Getting the destruction spheres are marginally complicated on this, but not very. That I remember. So you push this first. Then you push this one, I think. Alright. Glyph sphere. Put this one in somewhere. Is it this one? Yes, looks like it is. Right, so that's the one for the destruction sphere. Now, I just have to remember the order you do things to get the destruction sphere at the minute. I think you have to build the bridge before you can summon... Yeah, you have to build the bridge before you can summon the pedestal back. So you got to put it together, then take it apart again, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. Pretty sure this is right. I'll remember soon enough anyway. Alright. So, build the bridge first of all. Where's the sphere? There's that one. There's that, there's that. Where's the last one? Oh, maybe it's down there. I'm trying to remember what's what here. Yeah, it must be the one at the base. So you do the ramp last, because you need to do that as you come back up. Easy enough. Yeah, so you build the bridge, then the button comes back and you summon the pedestal, then you get the destruction sphere, blah blah blah. So, okay. Then you got to put it all back together. Yep, that's that. So this will be the bridge rebuilt, then we get the destruction sphere, then we come back down here, and then we put it all back together again. It's like a Humpty Dumpty puzzle. But it's quite easy when you understand how the actual bridge works and what order you have to do them in. Then you're okay, so. Then the button should appear. Okay. Take that sphere out first. Get the destruction sphere. Right, so that puts the destruction sphere in here. Not sure if you need that back, but I'm pretty sure you do. I seem to remember you need to redo this again afterwards, so I'll just double check. Do the destruction sphere first, so I definitely don't forget. And this is a luck sphere, I believe. Like I say, you don't get the fortune sphere yet. Yeah, you need the pillar back there to be able to rebuild the bridge, I remember now. Right, so we need the... Yeah, we've got the icicle rebuilt. So then we put this one back so we can rebuild the third part of the bridge. By putting the Macalania sphere back in there. And then lastly, we rebuild the middle bit by taking that Macalania sphere out as well. So the first portion's still left alone. This third portion gets built there. And then we rebuild the middle part and we've got the destruction sphere as well. Brill. I'm glad I remembered the order of that one because that one can be a bit strange. But it's like a logic thing really. Once you remember how you get the destruction sphere, it's just putting the bridge back together again and which bits to take out at each time, which is cool. Don't summon that by accident or that breaks the whole bridge again. You got to do the whole thing again. Cool. Okay, so now we get confronted because everybody's having a big stress.
Give us a chance.
No need.
Seymour's the bad guy.
Lord Seymour,
You're not letting...
let you go.
Wait! Just go sphere!
You mean?
Hey!
Look what?
Mate.
Oh, wait.
Run!
Get wrecked. Oh no. Lol. I think it's about time we make another save. I always have multiple saves. Right, so you get chased by all these numpties, which is a pain in the neck, but never mind. Take Lou out because we're not fussed. Who's got overdrive? So we need Tidus to build his back up. Orin, Kimahri, Waka. Right, so basically everybody needs their overdrives. Okay. You can actually like fight all of these guys. And get a load of EXP that way. I'm just going to run as far as I can first. I'll probably end up just beating them all because it's pretty easy. Just takes a bit of an annoyingly long time because of this. Can you slugger these things? I think so. Maybe not the human and the Guado enemy, yeah. You can do the rest. Let's see what he gets hit by magic wise. Easy overkill, good, good. Smash that thing.
Take that.
Get the overkills, build their overdrives back up again. Might as well just fight these whilst it's free experience. Orange overdrive's already full. Let him get one turn in. Not going to be doing much anyway. And then overkill. Do we get a decent amount of AP for these? I think we do. Yeah, we get a lot, so worth killing them. Kill that thing first. Silence a flan because they can't do anything with those when you do that. Get Tidus back in for first strike. And then Yuna in so that she can get her turn and a kill as well. Easy. How is everybody doing for overdrive? So just Tidus needs some kills and Waka, so I'll use them next. Oh, it died anyway. Oh well, fair enough. At least Waka got the kill. Get first strike back again. I'll just kill these 2 sets and then we're good. Very easy AP this. I love when you can get easy AP without having to farm. Whoops. Delay this thing. Okie dokie. Another set of overkills there. And that'll do me for all of this. And on we go. So yeah, just the same really. We've just got this massive amount of power, strength, everything else. And we can just use that to get overkills whenever we want. So let's carry on through the grid. So Waka's is pretty standard. He's got a very linear path now. He's just following where he needs to go. And he gets another strength +4 there. So he goes up to a powerful 42. Yuna, we do want Demi. It's very useful for capturing, so just don't have any more level 2 key spheres for her at the moment, so I'll just sit there for a little bit and see if we get one anytime soon. Then Tidus has these 8 sphere levels here, so we'll have to think about what we do with him. But we'll just carry on with Orange because that's straightforward as well. It's Threaten, which has some use. Very rarely use Threaten, but it's a lot more useful than I give it credit for, to be honest. And then Kimahri carries on this way. He's just about to get Dispel or Shell or Reflect, or whichever one of those that is. Yeah, Reflect, so gets Reflect, it gets Dispel very soon after. And then, you know, good to go with him. He just carries on up here. And then Riku is just same as always. She's very nearly at Mug, which is very useful. So I'll get Mug soon. Even Lou's got some levels. So where are we going with Lou? Might as well make her way down and get bio, since nobody else is going to get it. Not like it really matters, but... Alright. Got a boss coming up as well. Which we really could have done with Dispel for, so if Kimahri can get any more levels then I may do that. This will probably die, but never mind. Nice little sleeping powder there. See if we can hit this thing with Kimahri. Might not be able to, but... Oh, good. Clocks it there. Right, so... How many sphere levels is it? 1, 2. So Kimahri needs 2 to get Dispel. Probably not worth it, but we'll see how many battles we get into. Level 1 key sphere. I think there's a save point here soon. Just want to get Kimahri the levels, so I'll just see if I can, how much experience we get for those. It's not going to be many battles really. So I will just try and get Kimahri this last level because it makes this next battle a little easier. It'd be 2 S levels though, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Let's get everybody else in, might as well. Yeah, we're pretty close, so might as well just get those 2 levels. Alright. So that's one level for Kimahri. Let's see how many he needs to the next level. Ah, damn. Didn't get Aura in a turn. Where are we at? How much do you need, Kim? 3,400. It's only like 2 fights, so I'll just have these 2 fights and then go. Come on.
Take that.
If we can get the exact same again, then we'll be leveling up Kimahri and then get Dispel. And we can dispel the Protect and things. Get Wako and Riku in on the action. And if that's the same sort of level of AP, then Kimahri will get another S level and get Dispel. Cool. So we'll just use these and then we'll go on to the boss. I think that's Sleep Buster, the next skill there. So Tidus has 10 levels, so where do I want to be going? I think I do want to get Armor Break with him, to be perfectly honest. Just be useful. Always good to have 2 people with Armor Break. So he's got 46 strength, which is pretty massive. Riku gets Mug, which is very useful for her. Big increase in magic for Lou, just in case I ever actually have to use her. Still waiting on a level 2 Key Sphere, which I'm sure I'll get eventually for Yuna. And that's everybody done. Cool. Right, so now we've just got to take out Wendigo and things like that. Wendigo. Yes, yes, raw, raw, raw. If you steal from these things, it stops them from healing, if I remember correctly. And that is why we wanted Dispel on that thing. Nope. Big damage. Yikes. Oh, cast haste on Orin. He can guard there. There's some good tactics you can use in this fight with the Berserk and everything else, so you know. Not going to do that just yet. Hopefully he doesn't hit Orin this time, we'll see. Heal him up a bit. Oof. Good grief. So yeah, this thing hits really hard, but it's not an issue. Because you can just get Orin to protect like that, and then he can just guard on his turns. So he'll take greatly reduced damage there. A haste on Kimahri. We can do some good damage to him. Right, so now we've got Dark Attack on. That's easy enough for the rest of it. Haste Walker as well, just so we can get as many turns as possible. Lou can have a turn. Whoops. Oh well. Never mind. That should be enough to kill, I think. And if not, then Tidus certainly will. Wow. Yeah. Damage. Anyway. That's that all sorted as well. So you can see how it works just with the appalling amount of damage that we do. Having those 4 strength spheres all clustered around the start of the expert grid. Worth the wait, worth the lightning dodging. And then we got to skip through here. Now we've got Bicanel next. Because Sin turns up again. Gonna go through that as quickly as I can. Oh, did I just get an SOS haste bracer? That's cool. Nice.
Praise be. That's what I would have.
Praise be to Yevon. So we're just gonna skip through this again.
We were all there, even if I had a headache.
Yeah. Skip through all this stuff. You lose Yuna for a bit here, which is really annoying. But yeah, sure we'll cope. Need that level 2 key sphere. Where do you get those from? Get one eventually, I'm sure.
What now?
What now? I mean, can't you be a little more
Le
No.
you should play, but you can't expect you would do well.
Is that a lecture?
It's
Yeah.
We're on.
Anyway.
Look.
It makes no sense either, but yeah, whatever. Fair enough, they can breathe underwater somehow, but like, it's obviously the Blitzball thing, but yeah, strange. It's a chest or something around here you can get usually.
Hey, Wonka, would...
Oh dear.
I've always walked, but now, how could this happen?
Chill.
Damn!
It's not Riku.
Huh? You don't know how I...
Yuna.
I'm sure Yuni's a... How are Lulu and...
Well, and Lulu?
She's so to...
I guess.
Well, just give me...
So,
Hey! Kimahri too...
Only those who
Huh?
I think he means...
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Kimahri think Riku should stay Riku.
huh? Hey! Are you saying I'll never be like Lulu? Kimahri!
Yeah.
How could you laugh at it?
Yuna?
Mate.
I wanted to confront Mace. I wanted to convince.
In exchange.
Yes,
So,
he.
Take more than
No.
marriage, if you know what
I
I'm
should have
saying.
Told.
Enough.
Anyway.
Dwelling in the past.
Yeah.
You want to
That's
waste time.
pretty ironic, like, you know?
Our immediate. Are you willing to?
Yes. But then, do you think Yevon will allow it?
The
No.
faith are the
Do we
one-
care?
not the
No.
temple. If the temple, then
Yeah.
we need to fight.
whoa!
I can't believe you said that!
We just did it like a million times anyway.
We have to
Oi.
atone to make up for the sins we have committed. Of course.
Ah.
It's not like I ever liked Maester Seymour, yeah? No way I'll ever forgive him for killing Lord Jisco. And for trying to do us all in two, you know? But still, the bunch of us going against Yevon? No way!
Yes, way. That's the way it's
Still,
happening, so you better get
we
used to
have
it.
transgressed. And must
It's all
be
pretty, No.
must go to-
Anyway, right,
we
so
must
we've
speak
got,
with Mace. There is no.
Bivell.
I agree.
Got Bivell, then Bicanel.
Sir Or,
So it is.
will you come with
Uh-huh.
us?
I am the.
Yeah, that's right. You can always count on Aaron to complicate things.
Ha ha
Yeah!
ha.
Kimahri roars and
Yeah.
Orin runs off.
I never asked.
Hey, but... Right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Huh?
Friend.
How bizarre. Bizarre. Anyway.
Man, must got nerves as...
You're too edgy.
How bizarre. Anyway, so I didn't really get a chance to get those chests. Oh, there you go.
Is that coming?
Yes, it is Yevon's.
Aha. Good stuff. Speed and strength. The agility is good for Yuna and the strength is good for the Aeons. You can get a lot of AP in home, but you don't have Yuna for that. So I'll not be doing that really. Kimahri's got about as far as I really need him to go, so should be okay.
Who?
The Faith.
Oh.
Alright.
Huh? The Faith?
Of course it can.
Crazy. Right, so we're just going to rush through home and all that stuff.
Jack
Talk to
used to-
Oren.
Another trip.
Cutscene! So we got that. And then we gotta go.
Hey, can I get a little privacy?
Your singing reminded me of Spira.
Oh, right. You're not originally from Zanarkand, are you? You homesick?
Maybe.
Say, how'd you get to Zanarkand anyway? Sin? Uh-huh. I thought so. That proved it. Sin was the link between Zanarkand and Spira. Which means, if we kill Sin, I'll never be able to go home.
We should
Alright.
get moving.
The singing.
There's something here.
Uh-oh. Is it Bicanel first and then... Yeah. Yeah, so Sin drops you, like, chucks you out at Bicanel, doesn't it? Uh-oh.
Sin!
Uh-oh.
The toxin, watch out!
You mean watch out, what are you gonna do? It's a huge, enormous monster
It
that
was then I
teleports you
knew
wherever the hell you want.
that Sin really was my old man. For the first
Uh-oh.
time, I was finally able to believe it.
Yeah.
The song you were listening to.
Uh-oh.
What
Right,
is
so what
it
I think
this
I'll do
time?
is I'll get to this save point in Bicanel and then save it and call it a day for that episode. So Bicanel, the Cenobia Desert, is pretty straightforward. You just get all your characters back and then just make a break for home. I'm not going to spend any time in the desert grinding or anything like that because you don't have Yuna. So I might as well just wait. Get through home as quickly as possible. Get to Bevelle. The only place I'm going to do any grinding is with those little robot things. There's a place where you get like 8,000 plus AP per battle before you fight Seymour. So I'll grind there.
Hey. I know.
Hmm.
You want it.
How does he know all this? I
I'll
wonder.
find a way.
Yeah, find a way to end Sin. No good. And here we are. Good job he dropped you off exactly where I wanted to be, really. Be pretty unfortunate otherwise. Right, okay, so I'm just going to save it at this save point and then I will leave it there. If you're watching this back on YouTube, then, you know, please like, comment, subscribe as always, and thank you so much. And I will see you for the next episode.